I hope this setup is working out today. Yeah, I run a cable, not right here. This is all wireless. Now is in the greenhouse from my neighbor for a special reason. Welcome to another live stream from Rapalje, from me, Makiel. And yeah, today we are going to talk about the big project that I'm actually already working on for 35 years. To be honest, it started 35 years. To try to develop the perfect sound system, which many people claim and believe that it doesn't exist. But you could always give it a try to design a perfect sound system for everyone. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm doing well. I need your help to find out if that's actually true, that it is possible. Maybe I done it, maybe not, and I need to tweak a lot of things, probably. So we are here right now in a greenhouse from my neighbor, and normally there are tomatoes and everything. Let me show you around. I really hope this works. When this works, we can do nice things with live streams. Here are the tomatoes. Yeah, they are still green. As you see, we're waiting for the tomatoes. Green tomatoes. When we have something in the greenhouse here, then of course we are going to do a live stream, and maybe you're going to cook something with the things in the greenhouse. We also have, maybe you recognize it, there's something else. We have cucumbers, look at that. Nice. So this is all biological, environmental friendly food. It's nothing, there's no poison, nothing here. And this is also interesting. It is over 40 degrees right now here, centigrade. And before I went in, it was over here. I'm not sure how far this will go, but it was over here, where my finger is. Over there. Over 55 degrees. I was checking if the live stream would work out. So right now, the reason that I'm in here, I will not stay long here because it's way too hot, is because I am working on these little speakers. These are the little subwoofers, little speakers that I'm working on, and this is a big one. So. And yeah, I changed some things lately. This is the first batch of the system that I'm probably going to take with us on tour to have you, our fans and our friends and family, to have the opportunity to get the sound system for the cost price, the price that it cost me to make. And I try to make it as cheap as possible, but it's a lot of work. And in Europe, things just cost a lot of money. If you want it cheap, I should maybe ask some little children in China to make it for me, but I'm not going to do that. It's going to be a social project, environmental friendly and sustainable, circular and recyclable and everything. If you want information about that, let me know. I'm now outside and I can hear myself. Wait a minute. Recyclable and everything. Okay. You hear? I'm now outside and I can hear myself. Wait a minute. Okay, you also hear a little echo because I heard myself. So I'm outside now. Now I can check your comments because my computer, look, this is my streaming setup. I got a cable from my house over there. You see the fan here? There's a cable. Running in there. On the computer, in my computer. I got a computer there. I will sit over here. And here we got little pixies. This is a pixie. This is the other pixie. And look at this. I got this a couple of weeks ago, actually. I'm going to play this. Oh, this is nice. Look at that. I'm going to play a CD from Forgotten North because I've got this one as a present. And I promised to show it on a Tuesday evening in a live stream. So I'm going this up. Wait a minute. I'm going to do this to show you both. Okay, up. Oh, wait. Up and go and okay. Okay. So behind me you can see the pixie. Okay, first let me see your comments. What you're writing. So sorry for the tweaking, but when this kind of setup is working, we can do very nice things with live stream because it's a very easy setup that maybe, probably, hopefully is working. So let me know if this live stream is okay, if it's working. Let me check your comments first. I start on minutes. Patreon, YouTube and Facebook. So please let me know if you want to know. Today I'm only going to talk about the sound system. Because I have been working on it very hard. This morning I wanted to paint them. I needed to paint them before 10 o'clock, before it was over 40 degrees centigrade inside here. And I hope I managed that. I'm now, first I'm going to check out the comments on our Patreon page. There will also be a giveaway of 2 prototypes. Not these systems, but prototypes. We'll give it away. But my 3D printer broke down. I needed to print some parts, and I did not manage to do that. But I'm going to print some parts, and then I show you why I am making these prototypes, what's the reason. And at least 2 of them will go to our patrons. And I will start with the patron that is the longest on my patron list. So that's Bjorn. Thank you very much for being the first patron. And yeah, if you want a sound system, I will send one to you for free because you're a patron for such a long time. And I also will have a prototype sound system, one of the early ones a year ago, for the person who paid the most on Patreon. So my biggest patron, the one who donated the most. So yeah, and then, but it will trickle down. So there is a possibility that you also can get one of these, and there will be more things to give away. So every patron has a chance to get something. Last year we also did it. I was on a holiday in France. I will go there again and prepare some nice things for you. Okay, we have on our Patreon we have a question from Esther Rapalje. Are you really spray painting your projects? It isn't much too hot in that greenhouse right now. Yes, it is much too warm. This morning I woke up at 7 o'clock, and at 8 o'clock I was spray painting here because at 9 o'clock it's not possible anymore, but it's already dry. That's a good thing. So I did spray paint them, and yeah, 1 coat spray because I haven't got time to do more because it's just too warm. And also to keep the project as cheap as possible for you, so you can have one of the system. Helena says, please put 1 system aside for me. I'm saving up to get me 1. Okay, Helena, I got a question. Oh, Lorna says, there's no stream on Facebook today. I think, yeah, the stream on Facebook is a little bit later than the stream on Patreon. When you go to Patreon page, you get a half a minute earlier live stream because it's directly from Vimeo where we're streaming to, and then it goes to Facebook. But I just saw on Facebook there's a stream. Yeah, so okay, Helena, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to put names on this paper for everyone who wants a system. There's only 1 but. I only got 10 of these small systems, these small sound systems. And these cost, the actual real cost price for me to make them is 250 euros. And you can also get an USB stick from Rapalje to it with 10 albums for 50 euros. You can only get the stick with the system. But there's only 10 because after these 10 I'm going to upgrade the system a lot to have a multi-stream network system for your house where you can connect many of these systems like Sonos and other fancy systems. You have the same sound quality as 2 Sonos with a subwoofer, and when you calculate how much that costs, you know that you're way over 1,000 euros or dollars. And this system will be 100 euros more because the system, the amplifier system, which I can also tweak much better from sound and do really cool things with, is $100, 100 euros more expensive than the sound system in this actually system. This the amplifier costs 25 euros, the other one costs 125 euros, but it's a real good amplifier. This one also works well, and so if you have a low budget and if you want a system very early, I'm already selling them. Feli already has one. I got one from Corrie. She will get one. So this is also reserved. Linda also maybe wanted to have one, but I'm not sure if Linda wants this one or the upgraded version. Johan, my neighbor, will also get a sound system because he is not hearing very good. His ears are not very good, and his television must be very loud. If you have a television with or without a sound bar, there isn't much difference, honestly, mostly between the television. It is a little bit better, but my neighbor needs much better, much clearer sound. So he got, because he's my neighbor, because I can use his greenhouse to paint, and I'm annoying him every day with sound, with sanding and everything. He will also get a system from me. He doesn't know it at the moment. He's living right there, and he will get this cheaper 250 euro sound set from me as a gift, because he's such a great, tremendous neighbor. And he's not hearing right. And this sound system can play very low volume levels, and it's very audible, it's very clear, so he can hear every word that's said on the television. And I'm really helping out with hearing his favorite programs on his television. And that's the reason that he's getting one of these 6 systems. I'm going to bring it tomorrow. So he's getting one. I got a list, so I got 10 systems in total, 10 circles. And Helena, I want to know if you want to have the 250 euro set, and everyone in your comments, please let me know. I cannot read all your comments, but yeah, for this time, please let me know in the comments on YouTube or on Facebook if I should reserve this cheaper 250 euro set for you. Because, and then, but Helena, I need to send it to you, so it is costing me this much to make. So I hope that the shipping cost will be added to the price. I hope that's okay. And I'd like to know if you want the basic version, only 10, there's not getting any more, or the upgraded version. And yeah, Lorna, we have to stream. Let me, and yeah, but Helena, we can talk over. Lorna also likes one. Okay, Lorna and Lena, you're on Patreon. We can chat about it. We can write about that, and we can talk about which one you want to have. So I have to send them all to America. You can also come to the Zoom meeting, and then we can talk about the system a little bit. Maybe also to know what you need, because it's a basic system that you can build up with building blocks to make a bit bigger system. I'm rambling too much. Time is it? Okay, it's 1:15. Okay, your comments on Facebook. Okay, Feli says ask me in the Zoom for the feedback on the sound system. Yeah, I really would like to know that. Feli bought the first sound system at a concert in Leedsdorf? No, where was it? Still, we had a great party in Still. I could not do a live stream because the internet was really, really bad in Still. I wanted to live stream with this setup, but we had no internet. Sorry, without internet, no live stream. So I would really like to know the feedback. I want to know if the system actually works, if you really can plug it in and it works. I forgot to mention some things maybe before it works. Kobe says it's from Tercy, North Pas de Calais. It's 39 degrees. It's 36 here. Hello, Jos. Hello, all. Hello. Let me see. Jos says, I hope it's built quickly. Well, I'm actually counting the time, how much time I need to build one of these systems. I'm writing down every step of my time and every step of the cost of the things, and I'm trying to shave off some time and some costs some way. But I'm building it all myself. Peter has a question. Isn't it a good time to have a live stream play along evening with fans? Well, the problem with live stream is that you cannot sync up musical instruments. You cannot play along with each other. That's the problem. We tried it before, but it's not possible. Somebody can play, but in a Zoom meeting, we can do that in a Zoom meeting, that somebody is playing something and you can just let us hear something that you're doing. For a Zoom meeting, that's great. We could do this, get in a Zoom meeting. Right now, get in a Zoom meeting to talk about which kind of system you want.
So I got this cheaper setup that's going to only have 10. The basic setup will be available from next week, from next weekend. So you can choose if you need a network setup and a slightly better sound. Please let me know in the Zoom after this. We can talk about maybe you want, and I also want some feedback from people who actually have a system like this, what we can make better. And I really need ideas to make this as perfect as possible. Marion says, I haven't a decent sound system, so no, for me, no use. I haven't. You haven't or you have? Okay. Yeah, okay. Decent sound system or a good sound system? No, that's okay. I also don't know how to get it home unless it's at the gig with Gouda by car. Yeah, for now, because the system is so expensive for me, I hope you can come to a festival. I'm now, I will sell them at upcoming festivals. The last one will be, you can reserve it for festivals. Shipping is, well, if you pay shipping costs, it's okay. That's no problem. But the best thing is to come to a festival. Marian says, well, reserve one, but I can only take it home when okay. Feli writes, the sound's really great. My son bought one on Saturday, very clear and pure. It's small enough to take it everywhere. I put it in the car and it doesn't melt. I just tried it. I tried the system in my car, little 3D printed parts. But I'm going to play some music. Wait a minute. Jos says, I like the updated version. Okay, then I don't need to put you on the list because updated versions will be available a lot. Because this is the one I'm going to actually make. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to play some music. Okay. Nowadays, you get to see. Let me explain you how I play music on this system. Because I haven't got a working, I have a CD player, but then I need cables and everything. So this is the CD. I took it out and I normally use a Mac, but just for fun, I used a Windows computer today. So I took out the CD, put it in the slot. I have a Windows laptop with a CD player. Any CD player in any laptop will work. And then I opened up Windows Media Player. And I said, RIP CD. And I put it to WAV, so uncompressed sound. You can also put on MP3s if you want more on a USB stick. And then I put this in WAV, uncompressed files. It's also easier to play, but MP3 is good in most cases if you have a high quality. If you need a lot of sound in your car, for example. Car has a lot of background noises, but I prefer WAV. And then I have the little sticky. I take this up. This is where the speaker sits. This is where the stick goes in. I need to plug it in like this. Fun thing is, it's a bit loud here. Wait a minute. So, Forgotten North, I need to talk like this because maybe you can have it here. Forgotten North, new album. Is it walking? Funny thing is, when I put in the USB stick, it continues where I left off. So it needs to hear the whole CDs. I hope you like it. Okay, I promised Forgotten North to play this. So, I need to shut it down. I push this button. And then it stops. And then it stops. And when I want to continue with music, I put it there. Okay. And this is actually the sound system from Korea. It was a bit loud, I guess. you cannot say if a system sounds good or not when you're streaming it. Some YouTubers try to have a system to yeah, it sounds good, but you can never hear it because it's going through the microphone to the stream. So if you want to hear it, I'm really happy to demonstrate it to you in real life. So yeah, Forgotten North. Great people. I really love them. They look rough, but they are really nice and really gentle people. Yeah, I'm going to play this one. I'm going to continue after the live stream and push the button again, and then it continues with the song. Yeah, I like that. It's a new way to be sure that people play your whole CD, because you cannot skip. There is an app, but it's not really usable. The upgraded system will have easier way to skip and to select all the songs, everything you want. It's also different with it, but it plays everything. This is great. Mine says, "Oh, it's small. One could take it in a big bag." Yes, but don't be. Wait a minute. It is small, but it can also be big. With Rapalje, we perform with the same system, but then we use 128 of these on one side and 128 on the other side. This is exactly the sound system that we with Rapalje are using on many venues. If you see the small, the very thin blankets almost, with 128 built in these, with bigger subwoofers, you can perform with for 1,000 people really loud. I'm starting with this. You can connect more speakers to the system, but I'm going to talk about it next time, because that's not prepared yet. I need some parts to do that. I start with this system, and I need to print more of these. I need to build more woofers, and then you can upgrade the system and make it bigger if you want. And there is also a system with a bigger subwoofer. Let's talk about that next time. If you want more bass, you should choose a bigger subwoofer with more of these small speakers. But this is upgradable. You can also put a second subwoofer to it if you want more bass. But believe me, in a normal house or a normal car, you can play it with an abnormal volume. It's slightly a bit too loud that I wanted. That's what I designed it for. And it's a little bit depending on how much bass you want. If you want more bass, get two bass subwoofers, or get the bigger one. There's also a bigger one. Just saw it in the live stream. Felix writes, "Pity me, my son lives nearly 300 kilometers away, so I got the perfect magic sound system, not for me, but the fantastic the fantastic USB stick I get for Christmas." Yeah, you have the whole system with the USB stick. And please, Felix, let me know in a Zoom meeting how it's working, if it's okay. It's not designed to play very loud. It's designed to play very good and very crisp and clear. If you want a loud system, you need a boombox. It's not a boombox, but it has good bass. But it's we made it for good sound. I think good sound doesn't need to be so loud. The same goes with performances. I always say at performances, if the sound is really good, it doesn't need to be that loud. This is for all gigs and every venue that we perform every time. That's rather better a good sound than a loud sound. But like I said, if you want more bass, get two of these small ones or get the bigger one, and with maybe more of these small pixies. I call them pixies. I need to talk about names next time. Faye writes here. Faye, we're going to talk about in Zoom meeting. She writes here on Facebook, "It does exactly what you promised." I'm really glad to hear that. What I promise is the clearest sound you ever heard. I must say the clearest sound you never heard until you hear this system. And well, that's the reason that I designed it. I'm also only listening to my own system right now. But I don't want to brag, so you need to hear it for yourself. And if you're interested, let me know. I want to get your name on this list if you're interested in the cheaper version from this system. You can also upgrade it with extra subwoofers and also put extra pixies on top of each other or next to each other as a big pixie family. I call it Pixie. I hope you like the name. It has to be something magical. Sounds like magic. I need magical names for my speakers. I also need names for my subwoofers. Sim, Salah and Bim. I got 3 of them. Maybe that's not so bad. This is Sim. This is Sim sub. And you got Salah sub, that's the bigger one, and then Labim. Labim Bam is the big one we use for concerts. That's actually the sub. Okay, I'm ramming too much. This is my topic. You can hear that. Okay, YouTube. Let me see if I'm on YouTube. Yeah, we could talk about system at any time. Only thing I need to know if you're, are you interested in having one, and are we seeing you in the next concert until so this year before we have a holiday? We have concert in Bukkenburg, in Keulen, and in Lisse in Castlefest. And I bring this system. And I will sell it at festivals, but if your name is on this list, I will not sell it, I will save it for you. All the bigger and all the other systems will be available soon for everyone. I'm going to make as much as I need to. Let me see on the channel and on YouTube, where we are. Ooh, 3 more minutes. Your channel, and then we go in the Zoom meeting. Okay. Debbie says loud. Wow, great sound. Well, Mark, you cannot say if it sounds good when you're streaming. Well, it's going in this microphone, distorted. It's going to stream. It's going to be smashed and banged and compressed and then fall out again, and then you hear it. I don't think it's easy to. You needed to hear it live, Marcus. And. Hi late again, I was outside. I'm still outside, I want to go inside, it's too warm. I'm also not going to do a very long Zoom meeting. I had been working out, not been eating well. I need to drink something. I got water. But it was loud enough, yeah, let's see. Marcus says you both have great neighbors. Well, this is a neighbor-friendly subwoofer. It is not that loud, it's very clear. It's a very solid, stable, clear, not so loud, but very good bass. That means that you can hear it very well, even if it's not playing loud, and your neighbors will not be angry with you, not so much. Lindsay TV film, did you put music on while working on the system? Then again, that sounds extra annoying for the neighbor. For 8 o'clock. No, I was not putting music on 8 o'clock. He was also already awake at 8 o'clock, but I had noise cancelling on because I was the system that is inside. I was sanding them with machines, so that was loud. And that was at 7 o'clock. Piera, greeting from Naples. The heat is very annoying. We wait for the night to do everything we want to do during the day. Even a dip in the sea is much more refreshing and fascinating at night. That's a nice idea. Oh, I'd love to do that in Italy. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Okay, cool, nice. No stream on Facebook. Yeah, there was a stream on Facebook. I want to take an ice bath. Yeah, I need to get out of the outside. I need to get out of outside. I need to get inside, take a shower. I was working out. So yeah, I was here in the Zoom meeting. The link is in the description. You will go to our Patreon page. When you want to help us out with new merchandise items like this, it's costing quite a lot of money to develop, and even more time, a lot of time. I'm working on this a year, almost day and night. And if you want to support us being live and doing projects like this, we are going to work on crazy, great new merchandise. The sound system is just the beginning. There will be more that also connects with the sound system. And if you want to know more about it, after our holiday, I will start posting more on our Patreon page about this system and about what's connecting with the new merchandise item. And we want to talk about development of new stuff, and being online helps a lot when you're a patron. So thank you for all patrons to support us. Yeah, what you can do right now is, if you first want this system, this cheaper system, which not connects with Wi-Fi or network, it's a Bluetooth, USB stick, and a cable you can plug in. If that's okay with you, please put your name in the comments, and let me know on what festival you will be to collect it. I rather not send this one over. I rather give it to you and hand it over in personal. So that would be really pleasant. The new system, the other system, the bigger system, I can gladly send to you. If I did not sell all the 10 systems after Castlefest, I will pick the first one who wants to have it send it over. I need to do some administration there, but please put your name on it. Tell me which festival you are. If you want to have one, put you on a name and you get it, and I hand it over to you personally. When I did not sell them all at festivals until August, our holiday, then I will send the end of August. I will send it to you. Is that okay? Hey, see you next week. I see you in a Zoom meeting. I want feedback from Veli, and please come in the Zoom meeting if you really want a system right now. We can organize it then. I want to talk about that, and then I need to go inside. Back to Facebook. Bjorn, so I dropped in late. What's the whole concept of the sound system? It's a very high quality system. That's also very portable. Yeah, that's right. But Bjorn, it's also a system that you can build bigger. This is the start. You get one of these and you can build more blocks to it to get a bigger sound. It will be louder and it will sound further. So that's the basic thing. Bjorn, I will send you one of the first prototypes that I designed. A very small subwoofer that doesn't have to sound like this, but you will get it from me because you are our first patron. And then on Patreon we can talk about that. What's the purpose of the system? And but it's a system that grows with you. You can always make it bigger. You have a basic module with an amplifier and some Bluetooth and things like that, connections. But it has a 200 watt amplifier. Also this one, this cheap one, 200 watts. Right now I connected only a quarter. So you can make it 4 times as bigger as now with the same basic setup with the amplifier. More subs, more tops on the same system. So connect them all. That's the idea. Marjan says, if you don't mind, keep it for me, please. Okay, Marjan, I hope. Yeah, I see you in the Zoom. Very good. Okay, some people are already there. Just in the Zoom. Good evening. See you all. Silva, I see you in Bukkenburg. I hope you take Sebastian along again. I hope. Yeah, I'm not sure. See you in Bukkenburg. If you want a system, please let me know in the comments. Write down. You don't need. We got your name. Write down at which festival you are, and if you want this first systems, one of the first systems. I got 6 spots left for people who want one of these, and maybe I also want to keep one. I also want to keep one. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe if you're very nice, and if it's the last one, I will think about it. Go back to Patreon. Reload and see what you're writing there. Yeah, we can connect directly on Patreon. Lorna says, I want sound that you can hear a pin drop. Me too. I also want sound that you can hear a pin drop on the recording in the studio. That's the reason that I designed the system. Exactly that. Take your time. I need to save up to. Helena, the 251 would be nice, fine. I would just take a bit to save for me and accounting on the adding shipping. Okay, Helena, I'm going to put your name on the list. Okay, you're always in a Zoom meeting. Got you there. And yeah, Lorna, I want to know if you want this system for €250 or can wait for the upgrade where you can also connect more of these systems with each other. So it will be a big upgrade, a big upgrade. Okay, be easy and free. I'm going to close this one and see you next Tuesday. I try to talk less about the system, but then the upgrade system is ready, and I also will take the upgraded system to festivals. Maybe even this weekend. Maybe even in Bukkenburg I have. You can also get one of these systems. It's drying fast enough. I bring both systems. I bring them both. See you next week. Yeah, and then in the future we're going to talk about the music that we are going to, new music we're going to make for the system. That's when you're in the end of the stream, that's a little secret. We're going to talk about it a little bit later. It will be designed especially for the system and mixed on the system. And